Welcome to this episode of Danganronpa Ball Z. This episode is a bit of a long boy, so grab some popcorn and enjoy the mystery. For those of you who didn't catch the stream or are new to Danganronpa, Burren will provide a catch-up. The important rules are shown in case you have no idea of what's going on, and the juicy, succulent, salvation-inducing clues are sprinkled throughout the video. Without further ado, enjoy.
Chapter 1. For anyone that doesn't know what Danganronpa is, we can play catch up real quick. Pretty much you're in a school with people that are like the best in their field, the best at something, the ultimate. You got lucky and ended up in the school. And as you entered, you passed out and you woke up in a room alone with a note saying go to the hall, go to the main hall. You and all the other students get there and introduce each other, and then go to the main gym summoned by the headmaster, a robotic bear named Monokuma. Monokuma tells you are trapped in the school, and the only way to get out is if you kill somebody and get away with it. By the way, Makoto! Huh, what is it? Well, it's just... I was just kind of continuing the self-introduction thing. I wanted to ask you something. What did you want to ask me? Or wait, no, fuck, wrong voice. Makoto, did you happen to go to Backroot Junior High? Were you, maybe, in class 2? Yeah, actually I was. I feel like I should stop these voices. The voices are just going to be so impossible to keep up with. I knew it. I went there too. I was in class 4 though. Do you remember me? I do remember. Even back in middle school, she was a celebrity with all kind of ultimates surrounding her. How could I forget? Almost as surprising as her question was that she remembered me. His queen noticed him. Yo, that's big. The tier 3 sub paid off for Makoto. And to thank you for helping me out, I'm going to become your ultimate assistant. Huh? My assistant? Yep, I'm your assistant now. I'm going to help you out as much as I can. So let's get out of here together. What do you mean? Going out at night should be prohibited altogether. The school's regulations do not actually tell us to go out at night. I would like to make that official. But why?
Are you okay with this?
The way things are now, every time night comes, we will be getting worried and anxious. We will all be afraid that someone might try and kill us. What? If we have to worry about that night after night for who knows how long, it'll wear us down in no time. So you're suggesting we limit our activity at night as some kind of preventive measure.
Indeed.
However, unlike the other rules, nobody can be forced to comply, so we all have to agree to follow it.
What can we do?
I see what you mean. Well, I think I can agree to that. Makoto, are you ready to call it a day? Yeah, let's go. Me and my personal assistant hanging out, smoking crack. This where we'll all be staying for the foreseeable future? Oh, that's right. I should check the bathroom one more time before I go to bed. Only the girls' bathrooms should have locks on them, right? All right, let's open it up. Rada rada. It's no use. It's already locked. Huh? It's a bear! Bzz. Wrong. Not locked. Dumb bitch. Holy crap. Jeez, talk about an overreaction. It's like you just saw a ghost or something. Some kind of robot bear ghost? What are you doing here? Makoto Naegi. This is a super duper majority bad. So bad, it's almost magical. Ultra magical with an awful attack. In point of fact, I acknowledge that the bathroom in your room has a problem with the door frame. Wait, so the reason it won't open is because it's locked? The door just won't fit?
Hey,
Didn't you see the notice? What, you can't read, you illiterate shit? The bathroom in the boys' rooms don't have locks. I mean, a lock on a boy's bathroom is kind of pointless, don't you think?
ba-bum, ba-bum.
Well, it's not that pointless, I guess. But I'm no expert on the birds and bees and all that.
Listen up.
Anyway, there's a little trick to opening this particularly ill-fitting door. And that's what I'm here to teach you. Okay, ready? You just gotta turn the doorknob and lift up when you pull. Anyway, I certainly don't feel like being here anymore. Bye. This right here, if you ever want to be an ass and you want to like leave a conversation, You screenshot this and this is the image you send.
Hey,
I might be able to find something to protect myself with. Yeah, I'm sure I will. I wonder what you want to use to protect yourself. Maybe the salt and pepper shakers. Oh, they're clay figures. I don't care. I don't care about those. Is this a sword? Oh no, I think it's a replica. Still pretty impressive. It's completely covered in a gold coating. But, geez, I barely touched it and I got that gold stuff all over my hands. Wow, you're right. Your hands are totally gold. Even if it's for self-defense, I still think it's a little... Well, it's better than nothing, I guess. You should take it with you. Might liven up your room a little. You think so? Guess you better be careful about back wrapping in a newspaper or something. I don't see anything I could really use for self-defense. Don't worry about it. It's not like you're gonna need it right away. Yes, if anything were there to... My queen! If anything were to even try and happen to you, I will protect you. I will lay down my life. I will get slaughtered in the name of my queen. I will die for you. When the time comes, I will protect you. You'll protect me? Thank you for saying that. Hey, this is kind of out of nowhere, but Makoto, did you have a dream? Dream? From Dream SMP? What about you, Sayaka? What's your dream? I'd love to hear. My dream, I've always wanted to be a star as long as I can remember, but I grew up without a mother, you know, and my dad worked really late every night, and I was always home alone. And as a kid, you know, I was really lonely. But all that changed when I saw a pop star. I almost said a spop star. A fucking person on TV. She was pretty. I wanted to be pretty too. Why did I choose to play a game that requires ample reading? When it's been established, I very clearly don't know how to do that. Minute by minute, we're all disappearing. But still, Sayaka, I can't afford to be stuck in here. My shrimps need me. It's the first time I ever heard her cry out from deep within herself. She sounds desperate, but I can understand why she'd feel that way. Trapped in here this way, the dream she put so much effort into is on the verge of disappearing forever. That isn't something that can be fixed with a few kind words. The weight she's carrying, I can't even imagine it. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to complain. I kind of killed the mood, huh? Yeah, you fucking did. Damn joy kill. Should I talk to Sayaka for a while? Yes, let's comfort my queen. Are you gonna try and cheer me up? Sorry for making you time take out day time. Why can I not read? Chat, I want to assure you that I did graduate high school at one point, and I did pass my English classes.
You know?
Okay, well, have you guys heard of Genocide Jack? You mean that serial killer that's been all over the news? The monstrous villain who murdered people because that's what murderers do. But he's elusive, like a ghost. They say he's claimed over 1,000 victims. Damn, do you know how many MW2 lobbies you could end with 1,000 kills? You could call in so many nukes. Mr. Serial Killer Psycho Freak Bastard, huh? That's a pretty long name. German, maybe?
Hey, come on.
We know who you really are. Maybe if I maybe if I ignore him, he'll just go away. This might be like one of the funniest fucking lines in the whole game. Monokuma is so full of character. I love it. It's so simple. I just have to give everyone a motive.
Stop fucking around.
Motive? What the fuck are you talking about?
Hey,
By the way, there's something I want to show you guys.
You son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch. Stop changing the goddamn subject. I have a little video I'd like you all to see. But don't worry, it's not some pervy adult video or anything. Seriously, it's nothing like that. It's a special video for each of you showing what's going on outside of the school. There's something inside this cardboard box. It's a bunch of DVDs. Each one has a label on it with someone's name. A video for each of us. You better go tell everybody. She just ran off. I think we see something. Next to the monitor is a high-end DVD player. It'll probably play those DVDs no problem. Maybe I'll just watch mine real quick before everyone else gets here. Wait, if it had ended there, it would have been fine. With my family, I could do anything. But I wasn't living an ordinary school life. So I had a plenty strong feeling that this video wasn't going to end here. I hated having that feeling, but it turned out absolutely right. Okay, so there's just no people now. I don't see what's wrong. As in reply, my voice came floating out of the speakers. I recognized that voice, of course. It was him.
Makoto Naegi accepted into Hope Peak Academy and his family who supported such a lucky boy. But it seems like something's happened to this family's well-being.
Oh no!
Oh boy, this is bad. What could have possibly happened to this family's well-being?
This can't be real, right? It has to be fake, right? Yeah, no way it's real. Haha. No way. I can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore. Let me out of here. As soon as I saw their reactions, I knew they had all seen something like what I'd seen. Nobody even bothered trying to hide their face in their confusion, except for her. Even now, she was totally calm. I see. So this is what he meant by motive. He wants to fuel our desire to leave so that we're more likely to start killing each other.
Yes.
What was in your video, Sayaka?
What's your problem?
What's wrong? Just hurry up and tell us. Sayaka? I gently placed my hand on her shoulder. Stop it! She pushes my hand away and suddenly ran off. Sayaka?
That's enough.
Let her go. I can't do that. I have to go make sure my queen is okay. You would not understand. My tier 3 sub gets in the way of logical thinking. My queen, I am here to comfort you. I found her in the corner of an empty classroom. She was sitting in the chair, hands on her knees, staring absently at the floor. She looked like maybe she was upset or angry or no. She didn't have any expression at all. There was nothing on her face that you could call emotion. It was as if her original mask had been stripped away. Sayaka? My queen. Do you need some gifted subs? Excuse me, come again, my queen. Actually, no. I could not possibly be fine. My queen. What did we do to end up like this? Why are they doing such terrible things to us? I want out. Let me out of here right now. Sakura, calm down. As she thrashed around, I grabbed her by the shoulders. My queen, I have 5 tier 1s prepared for you at this very moment. Please, do not fret.
Sayaka?
My queen!
Please, help me.
Anything for you, my queen. Her voice was small and shaky.
Why? Why is this happening to me?
I don't know, my queen, but I will protect you.
To kill or be killed? I just can't take this anymore.
Don't worry.
Sayaka.
Finally, she raised her face from my chest. She looked at me with those big, wet eyes of hers.
Makoto.
Can I believe what you said? Of course, my queen. You'll help me get out no matter what it takes? Absolutely.
Makoto.
Looks like she's feeling better miraculously. It's standing up. Ah! Makoto, it's standing up, dude. You're popping a semi in public. Look at what you've done. You fucking nerd. You popped the boner at school. Now look at you. Hug the girl you like. And the next thing you know, you've got a semi. Hey, we've all been there. But keep it in your pants. Always leave room for Jesus. It's about to come out. Oh, it is, Monokuma. It's gonna come out. My pristine, pure white stuffing. My beloved. Sayaka, what are you doing out so late? That's when I noticed. Her body was trembling. Is everything okay, my queen? I have tier 2s ready.
It was so strange.
Sorry to bother you, but something really weird just happened.
Makoto.
Just a little while ago, I was laying down in my room, and all of a sudden, my door started rattling and shaking. Her voice sounded like the air had been squeezed out of her lungs. Just hearing her talk made me tense
I
up.
was so scared.
It was like someone was trying to force the door open. My door was locked, so they couldn't get in, of course. But they started shaking the door harder and harder. So I was so scared I couldn't even move. So what happened? After a while, it just stopped. Why don't you stay in my queen? Why don't you stay in my neatly made room tonight? Would that make you feel a little better? It is said in the school's regulations that we had to sleep in the dorms. Did not state specifically which dorm. But 2 people sharing a dorm is, my queen. I would never incentivize that we were to have sexual intercourse. I always leave room for Jesus and tier 3s. Oh man, it's already nighttime. It is settled. I will head to your room right now. Better trade keys. Oh, that's true. By the way, just so you know, my bathroom door tends to get stuck. There's a little trick to opening it. You have to turn the knob and lift up the door while you pull it out. Just do that and the door should open no problem. Okay, but the showers don't work during the nighttime anyway, right? Well, that's right. I totally forgot. But I guess I might use it when I get up in the morning, so thank you. Okay, well, we better get going. See you tomorrow, Sayaka. Oh, and what I said about before. When I said I was psychic, it really was a joke. Honestly, I'm just very perceptive. Perceptive of these nuts. Got him. No! 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 My queen! What has happened? We have a lot of scanning to do. The display that the sword was on. But where is Sayaka? The sword. But where is Sayaka? The keys. Okay, it wants me to go find Sayaka. I better check the bathroom. Let's take a look inside. Well, it took me a second to realize that I was screaming. What I saw dug its way through my eyes and burned itself inside my brain. And then, everything went black. Haha, second half of chapter 1. I told you, these chapters are long, dude. That's right. It really did happen. Sayaka is dead. A deep, dark despair worked its way throughout my body and then exploded out of me. I shot up and took off running. Hey, where do you think you're going? I have to see for myself. I have to see if Sayaka... I have to see if...
Just give up.
You can check once, twice, 1,000 times. Sayaka is completely and irrevocably dead. Before we do anything else, I'd like to confirm something with the stuffed animal here. If one of us really did kill her, that person gets to graduate from the school, right? Huh?
Come on.
Don't play dumb. That's what you said, isn't it? If you kill someone, you get to leave.
What?
Why are you laughing? Oh, stop. It's cause naive. You're just so naive. You think it's really that easy? You could just kill someone and waltz on out of here? You're super naive, devilishly naive, hellishly naive. No. The real thing has just begun. The real thing?
Now then.
Are you ready? Allow me to explain the second part of the rule regarding graduation. Bingo. It's not enough to just kill somebody. You have to actually get away with it, which naturally means you need a system in place to assess whether or not it's been gotten away with. So a certain amount of time after a murder has taken place, a class trial will begin. Class trial? Yep, It'll begin a few hours after the murder. Everyone will gather together, including the blackened who committed the murder. And they, the spotless students, will all engage in one big debate showdown.
During the trial, you'll have to present your arguments about who you think the blackened is. And once everything comes to an end, the outcome will be decided by popular vote. If the answer you've arrived at is correct, only the one that disturbed your peace will be punished. The rest may continue their communal life. However, if you choose poorly, then the one who got away with murder will survive, and the rest of you will receive your punishment.
Dun, dun, dun.
Which of course means your school life will come to an end. As far as class trial rules go, that's all there is to it.
Damn. Just murder. And get away with it, forehead. What exactly is this punishment you keep talking about? Well, to put it simply, an execution. Yeah.
What?
By execution, you mean?
Execution is execution. Electric chair. Bzz, bzz, poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane. Hey,
Hold on a second.
How are you?
You're freaking insane, you know that? Huh?
What the?
A class trial? What the hell is that? I don't want anything to do with it.
what's this?
Why not?
Stop it.
What do you mean, why not? Why do I have to waste my time trying to figure out who murdered somebody? Are you saying you're not going to participate in the trial? Only punishment awaits such blasphemy.
The hell are you talking
What?
about?
Punishment? I might. I don't know. Throw you in a deep, dark, scary prison or something.
Hell up.
Just shut the hell up. Say whatever you want. I'm not going to be part of this.
I don't believe it.
Stop it.
You're the one being selfish. Cool. Kill whoever you want. It's got nothing to do with me. The evil standing before me. I'm trembling with fear. But I won't give in to such evil. It's my style to stick it out and resist till the very end. You really want to get out of here, you'll have to go through me first. And he said that he came charging at us, although it was more of a waddle. But then... Yeah! They blurred out the panty shot. Respect. Keeping it a wholesome 100 emoji.
Are you enjoying yourself now?
Yeah, kinky.
Are you?
Huh?
Violence against
Headmaster.
Mr. Monokuma is not
He
allowed.
speaks. I shouldn't say
You
that.
violated a school regulation. I invoke the mighty summon spell. Help to me, godly spear, Gunyear.
Oh. Mighty Spear!
This wasn't supposed to. Why me?
Suddenly, right at the end, her eyes shot wide open. And just like that, she never moved again. Anyway, none of that matters now. I have something that I'd like to give you to help you in your search for the Blackened. This little file has all the information I've gathered about the death in question. I like to call it...
The Monokuma file.
He says Monokuma. I'm going to say Monokuma. I'll pronounce it wrong regardless. Fuck the system. I mean, naturally, you guys aren't experts at this kind of thing. So all you can really do, so you can only do so much with a corpse. So instead, I've gathered everything I know up until about the circumstances and cause of death. What's that about? How do I know the exact cause of death, you ask? Because the surveillance cameras picked up the whole thing. I got to see it as it all go down.
So then.
Wait, so then, you know who killed Sayaka? Of course I do. And if I did, I couldn't possibly pass a fair and accurate judgment during the trial. Now, could I?
Correct.
That's a good point. The judge has to be able to make the proper decision. That's somehow comforting. For just one night, I traded rooms with her. I did it because she was afraid. You expect us to believe that? Just tell us the truth. Look into everyone's eyes and do a complete 180 just a few minutes later. The feeling of suspicion and fear had returned. In other words, you think that I did it? I guess I should look through the Monokuma file we got before. The victim was Sayaka Mizano. The time of death is estimated to be around 1:30 a.m. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. All evidence suggests that the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There was also an injury to the right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. I better examine the state of my room a little closer. This might reveal something new. Now we could go through all of the fucking scannables. This is gonna be a quick fest. Yeah.
Yo.
Mondo! Yeah, and building fucking furniture. You haven't used yours either?
Why?
Not just me. Nobody's busted
What?
out theirs yet as far as I know. Actually, we were talking about it yesterday.
By the way.
None of the guys have opened their toolkits yet, because, like, why the hell would we? Yo, based. We're not good at crafting. Kind of fucked up. The notepad is still here, but I don't think it's relevant right now. What about the lint roller? Huh? Looking at the lint roller, it looks like there's way less than before. Did Sayaka see how dirty my room was and decide to clean up a little? I don't know about that one, Chieftain. A plastic replica sword I bought for self-defense. Does that mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, it's been taken out of its sheath. I hadn't actually looked at the blade itself now, but I wouldn't be surprised it's coated in gold too. On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off in parts of the blade at the handle. Yeah, at the handle especially. It's missing a lot of its coating. I remember the coating sticks to you even if it's just touching a little bit. Replica sword has been added to our truth bullets. What about our key? The key on the ground. It has my name on it, so it must be my dorm key. If I remember correctly. That's right. We all had to trade keys. When we switched rooms, we switched keys too. So Sayaka would have the key to my room. But wait, if that's true, then how did the killer get into the room in the first place? Did Sayaka have forgotten to lock the door? No, that seems impossible. Sayaka's not a dumbass, but she's dead. So maybe she is. Maybe she dropped the keys somewhere and someone else grabbed it or something. That's not possible either. Sayaka was in here when we switched rooms. Look at how scared she was. She wouldn't have gone walking around, so she couldn't have opened it. How did the killer... Nice! Switching rooms have been added to the truth bullets. What else do we have? Oh my god, we have so fucking much. Okay. We have table. Oh, it's a scratch marks. Evidence of a struggle. Wow, that's crazy. Damn it, I was right in the other room. Only if I heard something. That wouldn't have been possible. Huh? Don't you remember? All of our rooms are completely soundproof, so something like that could have happened in the room right next to you, and there's no way you would know. Perhaps this is another one of Monokuma's strategies to keeping the ideal setting for murder. Evidence of a struggle has been added to your truth bullets. Replica rack. Display stand. Okay, what else? We have these on the wall. There are scratches and gouges on my walls in bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? We've already been over that.
Well.
Yeah, we've already read that dialogue. Blah, blah, blah. Trying to see. Let's say we talk to Mondo, then Kirigiri, and then we go look at the corpse again. The killer could have already destroyed some evidence. Right? Before anyone found the body, I mean. Wait, there's trash in here in the dorms. Like, they could have tossed some stuff in there. It's definitely possible. Dirty bastard.
Dude, shit.
Damn, that'll be worth checking out.
Yo.
If it was a girl, it'll get sorted out when the time comes. All right, good shout there. Hey, Kyoko. But
What are you doing?
what are you doing?
Isn't it obvious? No. I'm searching. Searching?
She was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of my
Did
room.
you lose a contact or something?
I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it. But a few seconds later, she suddenly stood up straight and said, "Are you a queen freak?" No, I don't think so. But what? Nothing. Nodding. She glanced around my room one more time. Interesting.
Hey.
Just as I suspected, there's something very unusual about your room. Nani, what do you mean?
So...
I searched your floor from one corner to another. I didn't find one single strand of hair. Really? Not one hair from the victim and not one hair from you, even though you had been living here. You know, now that you mention, I noticed something while looking around before. It looked like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used that too? Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone cleaned my room. Oh, that's so kind. Honestly, that's really sweet that they would do that. The replica sword I brought back in self-defense doesn't mean it was used in the attack somehow. Plus, the sword's been taken out, so just the sheath, but... Huh? There's some scratches on the sheath. It must have been made with something sharp. But how'd the sheath get scratched up in the first place? Even if someone used the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheath to be damaged. I mean, if you're gonna attack someone with the sword, the first thing you do is unsheath it. That's true. Huh, interesting. I told myself I simply couldn't face what I saw. But now there's no point thinking like that. I pulled out the Monokuma file to verify what it said about her body. Some sort of sharp object had been thrust into her stomach, and that must have been the killing blow. But whatever they used to kill her, where'd they get it? That's definitely something I should look into later. According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's right wrist is broken. It sure does look like swollen and bloody, that's for sure. But there's something sort of glittery on her wrist too. Right there, where her wrist is swollen. Fuck, I can't read. There was something glittery. That definitely concerns me. And another thing that concerns me is there's blood on her left index finger, but both palms of her hands are totally spotless. So how come only her fingertips? The stab wound around her stomach killed her, so when she broke her wrist, that must have happened earlier on. I mean, how would her wrist get broken after she had already been killed? True. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom, where they inflicted the deadly wound. And then we look at the scribbles on the wall. 11,037. Math! Written in blood, where the number is 11037. Did Sayaka do this? Do you know how the door to your bathroom got broken? Broken? Oh, you mean how it gets stuck? Gets stuck? Yeah, I guess I'm the only one. But the door doesn't fit the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was locked. Once you learn the trick, it opens no problem. The bathroom door frame has been added to the truth bullet.
Correct.
Blah, blah, blah. Referring to the broken doorknob.
That's right.
You didn't know, so just try closing your bathroom door. I'm sure you'll see it right what I'm talking about. Huh? The doorknob. We gotta examine the doorknob again. What the heck? The doorknob's practically about to fall off. Why is it like this? Someone must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Whoever it was obvious this was intentional. What? It was intentional? Why would someone want to do that? I guess maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking the whole thing. That bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. Only the girls' bathrooms can lock.
Just a second.
I have just one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about this? I told Sayaka. You're saying only you and Sayaka knew about it. Interesting. Well, this since she was really starting to get into all of
I
this.
see.
Well, that clears that up. What clears what up?
Goodbye.
Well, see you later. She just dipped. Let's see. An image slowly appeared that looked like some kind of concert. Yeah, it's the girls hanging out, doing stuff. Yeah. She's so full of life because this is before she's died. As if she was dead. My vision started to blur and darken, and then that voice I came to despise so much began to float out of the speakers.
The ultimate pop sensation, lead singer
Oh,
for
I just cracked my neck.
famous all-girl pop band.
Oh, did you guys hear any of that? A little bit of crackerino happened.
For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
Suddenly, the screen went dark. In the next moment... Oh, they're dead. Well, shit. Sayaka had disappeared from the stage, which is now in ruins. What I noticed even more than that were the figures of the other girls simply collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart.
Damn.
None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will
You hate to
ever
see it.
feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to.
I mean,
So
damn,
here's
you
the
know.
billion-dollar question. What could have caused the group
It
to
was
go
their
to
rap album.
pieces?
They shouldn't have switched genres, dude. I was right. Golly gee, Batman. A knife is missing. Looks like one of them is missing. Was it missing from the very beginning? Or I better see if anyone here knows more about it. The kitchen knife set has been added to the truth bullet, blah, blah, blah. We just learned so much. There's a sturdy gate, no way to get past. It's the end of the line. The trash room is where all trash in the school eventually winds up.
No, you can't go any further.
No! Only cleaning duty people are allowed.
No, you can't go any further.
Who's on cleaning
No,
duty?
you can't go any. No, you can't go any.
He doesn't like the whole cleaning thing. More importantly than that,
You bastard.
hey fatty, why'd you want the cleaning duty gig anyway? Just decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. What's the big deal?
You
Liar! I know why you want to do it. You want to dig through all the girls' trash, looking for, you know. Oh.
There's no way to think about this. In
All my
common
love is
sense
for
kind of way.
2D.
you know what I mean.
I would never get tired of 2D. After spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily choose 2D. The only thing 3D is good for is to shower love and affection on 2D. Oh, and PCV figures.
Give me a break.
With Fumi and I headed down to the trash room. Yeah. It's time to look at the trash. Said he killed his wife. He learned how to get in on the inside, but he never stopped dreaming. He's referencing some weeb shit. Who cares? Open up the damn gate! Yeah! What is this? Evidence! No! No! There's shards of broken glass scattered around the front of the incinerator. It looks like it used to be some kind of glass ball, just about big enough to fit in the palm of your hand. Huh. No, it's a Dragon Ball! There's only one person it could be. They should all still in the gym. I could better go find out for sure. I mean, we still have evidence to get, but yeah, we'll go to the gym. Something on the ground in front of the incinerator. It looks like a burnt piece of something. A burnt piece, like a hunk of burning love. Yeah, that's a hunk of burning love with blood. It's a piece of cloth in the shape. It's part of a sleeve from a button-up shirt. And now look at it. It's definitely blood on the cuff, which means this is all that's left of some of the evidence the killer destroyed. And a lot of people wear white button-up shirts. This isn't enough to figure out who the killer is. I'm very certain it was off the last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy. You said the last time you were here, the incinerator was off. Yes. About that, there can be no mistake. If I've got one thing going for me, it's my memory.
Feel as if.
Okay, good for you. Hero, snap out of it. Makoto, what are you doing here? Does this look familiar? Ah! My crystal ball! But it smashed. What the hell? I only bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. So how did it break? Was it actually made of glass and not crystal? Did the guy totally dupe me? He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon, these nuts. He said whoever controlled that crystal ball controlled the world. Was that seriously all BS? Let's put that aside for now. So you can say without a doubt that this belonged to you. Yeah, that's mine for sure. I probably forgot it in the laundry room from last night. Someone must have come and snatched it. Ah. Well, I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back to the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives were gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. In other words, you were right there in the dining hall when someone came and took it. Then you should be able to say for sure, you can tell everyone I didn't come to the dining hall last night, which proves I didn't take it. By the way, did you really kill No, I just said that I didn't. She can prove I didn't kill Sayaka. Why is she gonna ask now? Your account just proves that I'm innocent. No, what do you mean? Well, we have no other option, boys. It's time. Doesn't it look like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set. Not even close. It's total shit. Okay. Everyone find your signed seats. Not supposed to be hard. Yeah, exactly. Like, really easy. It was set up so that we could see everyone else. No one transferred tension's unease onto someone else. Air seemed to glow heavy as we sat here. And so, the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. Trial time. This is your first non-stop debate. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. As things progress during the class trial, non-stop debates, people will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried with their statements. This means you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Use the mouse to aim, go fuck yourself, kill people. Alright, let's do it! Evidence of a struggle. Oh yeah, I'm playing on the really easy game mode, so it's just gonna give me the one.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
That's true.
In the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was
That's
in the
not
bathroom.
true.
She didn't even have a chance to reflect.
There, that's the not true thing. I forgot they light up. That's wrong. Break.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can.
Can you guys hear the audio well? Because there's no talking for me. I don't have to read voice lines. This is just them.
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom? She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
No, it's wrong.
That's wrong.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
I'm gonna just let this shit go on auto.
Kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh,
Dun,
yeah.
dun,
I guess
dun.
that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us?
is a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. You can concentrate by holding down the space key. Whenever you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone was saying. On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easy to target potential weak spots. If I wasn't playing on the easiest setting, this would matter a little more. I'm gonna fuck up and fail right here.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Well, she was murdered.
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret.
That's not true. No. Shut the fuck up, idiot.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
True.
You're gonna say you're not the killer, right?
Uh-huh.
Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
She goes hot when she has my fucking alibi. That's so rude.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
My alibi.
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Damn, definitive proof I'm not a murderer.
What about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
Yes, we tag team killed the girl I had a crush on.
Girl? Oh, and
how could you tell?
Why would I get involved in something like that?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Who's not here? What are you talking about?
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later...
Sayaka grabbed the knife? What? So the person who took the knife from the kitchen... Huh. I have 3 minutes. I need to think about this. Now, Hina just said it was Sayaka, but the game is saying that it also could be Hina or Monokuma. I'll trust the game. Maybe it is Sayaka, but like, I don't know for sure.
I got it!
Never mind, I got it. I'm a genius.
Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
So
Yeah,
you're
of course.
saying the knife she took was then taken from her and she was killed with it?
It became a hot potato. They were passing around the knife and it just ended up sticking out of Sayaka's gut.
What?
See? He did do it after all.
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction?
The betrayal!
Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering.
Ooh, big
And
word.
until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there.
What was missing?
You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Oh, thanks for the follow. Your first Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes, of course. I'm a dumbass. To advance further in the trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. It's an important phrase into the incident in question. You have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around and the letters already known. Use the mouse to blah, 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 blah. We just have to... It's Scrabble, but boring. And since we're on easy for the sake of convenience, it'll be easy to figure out. What letter is it? What letter is it? Hey! I'm so
understand.
Oh, I'm so smart! Holy shit, my brain! It's fucking enormous!
That's right.
Oh!
There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
How could I figure this out? My deduction skills are amazing!
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all that? It wouldn't be.
I love playing on easy because it's there's no you literally just fucking go brainless on this. You just turn off your brain and you just cruise.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
The toolkit!
What do you mean?
No way!
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom.
It all makes sense.
There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Of course I remember. Where is it? The door handle! The broken door handle!
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the...
Aha! My observation clues are insane.
It was... See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true.
But what does that
But
mean?
what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob.
That's so
This
fucked
is
up.
another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
Exactly. The key point here is a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Yeah, sure. Well, I played this already. Yeah, I've beaten the game before. From here on out, the number of weak spots will go up, and now I'm when blah 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 lies, contradictions. I'm not all weak spots are necessarily false. All right, I can't fuck this up. I have to be smart. My brain. This is all on my brain being massive. All right, easy mode. So
The
it's
incident took place in Makoto's room.
uh-huh.
Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
That's true.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Yeah.
Then the killer ran after her.
Yeah.
And they got into the bathroom.
Well, not right away.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door.
Uh-huh.
Because Sayaka had locked it. No,
I mean, but that's not how it works. See, there's so much about that that's just not true. They busted out
but
my
then
door.
Why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place?
So fucked up that they would do that.
You can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
Easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
So they didn't know the door actually couldn't lock. They don't know about the true crime is that the crime took place in my room.
The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know
No
where he
way!
was? That's inconceivable.
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Impossible.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms.
The biggest plot twist of all
Which is what
time.
led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
Then there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
Damn.
then Makoto couldn't
That's
have
the
done it.
switcherino. It went from me being a suspect to literally everyone else.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. What was I saying?
But
Ifumi just says,
what
fuck
happens if
this.
you can't decide?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the
She
top
big
sheet
brain.
with a pencil. And these are the words that appear.
Oh man, I've totally seen people do
The
that. on
plot
detective shows.
thickens.
When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
That's smart.
It's a pretty old.
That way those damn communists can't figure out what we're up to.
Surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room. Huh?
No!
Only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto,
This is sauce.
did you write this?
No, I didn't. But
Of course you didn't. Because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Damn.
but why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
Why pretty girl write wacky note?
You got an invitation like that from the ultimate.
She was a
art
communist
sensation.
spy working for the USSR.
Resist.
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure?
I don't know if that's
anyone
based
could
or not of
have this
Hifumi to
note?
say. Make your argument. Dorm nameplate. It's gonna be a hard one.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
That's true.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says my room.
That's true.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Yes.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying.
That's not true. You fucking idiot.
No, it's wrong.
Get swindled. My IQ is just that enormous.
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's like the biggest plot
The
twist of the
nameplates got
evening right there,
switched,
folks.
Just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
The plot has been thoroughly
What you're
twisted.
saying is,
The only person who could have switched the nameplates. The only person me, killer. I mean, who could it be? You know, it's like such a mystery. Who would it's Sayaka.
Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend
It kind of
myself.
seems like Makoto got gaslit
Seems pretty
into being
likely that the
bait.
killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
If you think about it, homie was put in a bad situation. I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with the fake sword because I got it.
All you have to do is take a good look right there. Where
What
her
is this
wrist
game?
all
It's a
swollen.
murder mystery,
There's something blurry there.
storytelling game.
See?
15 high school kids are locked in a school. Only way to get out is to kill each other without getting caught. This is a
The
trial
gold
murder
coating
happened.
From the replica sword. You
Some
barely
idol
have to
from
touch that
BTS
stuff,
was
and it'll
shanked
stick
and
right
she
to
died.
you.
I
And
caught
there's
you.
some
Oh, and there's a
risk
robotic teddy
because-
bear. There you go. I caught you
She
up.
got hit with the sword right there on her wrist.
That's what we need to make clear. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. You like to hear more? Yeah, of course. Starting with the next debate. Multiple truth bullets into my cylinder. Yeah. If I come up with the wrong combination, I'm fucked up. You can press the Q key to rotate the cylinder and choose what bullet to fire. For our purposes, this time the logic will be set to mean. Well then, good luck, have fun. Aww. Why would they make this hard?
When the fighting's
So obviously it's the sword sheath.
grab the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. Sword-based sneak attack.
No!
No, it's wrong.
I'm so smart! Break!
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword sheath had been scratched.
Uh-huh.
See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
Dun.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
Uh-huh.
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive
This
impulse.
supposed to be killing them. Yeah, dude, this is tight. I'm on the edge of my
There
seat.
wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath
Why
the
was that
sword.
not so casual? The tones in this game are so inconsistent at times. I love it. This game is so much fun. It's so goofy.
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out.
Yeah.
The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere.
I think they're missing the point.
Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too.
He solved it. I mean, he's close.
Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
Mm-hmm.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
It's her hands. Or her palm.
God! You're talking about her palms, right?
Mm-hmm.
The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it.
Ah.
In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hand.
Damn.
There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
That's true. That would have been a mess.
Hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
She couldn't have because water's off after 10 p.m. Aha! Double jinkies.
Is it because you think I'm ugly?
Everyone show your hands. I mean, the killer probably washed their hands in between murdering Sayaka and now at the trial.
In other words, at nighttime.
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken.
Ew, she hasn't showered yet? That's stinky.
Bye.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
Damn.
And the one who attacked first
No.
was
Sayaka?
How?
Understand?
How could she
She
do
wasn't
this?
a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning.
Sayaka's a
to
hashtag girl boss. Fuck. It's so base of
Took
her.
the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation,
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one. who
Sayaka was
suggested
gonna
you
set us
switch
up.
rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she
That-
wanted to switch rooms was so
That-
she could pin the crime on you. That
but how-
is a
but
possibility.
If
is it
she was
not?
gonna set us up, that means
Sayaka wanted to on me?
that.
That would also explain why she. was
How
actually
dare
so-
she?
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat.
How could she do this to us?
I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
She was using my kindness?
She was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn.
I mean...
That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were
Thanks to the
suddenly
fallout.
turned on
I mean,
her,
she
and
kind
died
of,
at the
you know,
hands of the one she planned.
she tried to be a killer, and then she got killed. That's kind of retribution.
That can't be true. Because
She did just call Makoto a forgettable kid.
You guys have totally derailed the argument.
Dying message.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it.
Uh-huh.
There just aren't any more clues, right?
Shut up. Fucking idiot.
no, it's wrong.
Yeah, shut up, bitch.
There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining, wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember?
Sayaka coming through for us last second.
1037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask.
They're the winning lotto numbers.
It looks like...
What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers.
Let's get further into the game. I mean, I beat it before.
One look less like
But
two numbers.
I'm here so
and
chat can
more
see
like
all the
one
surprises.
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but looking at it now...
You could also read it as N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
But that would mean... But that would mean...
Really getting excited now.
Wait.
But even if that really is an N037 doesn't make any more sense than before.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Who is it? Who is it?
Oh my god.
I see it!
Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it.
Yes!
So, whose name did she write?
The only name that it could possibly be. It's Hifumi! No, it's Leon. But bang!
The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately,
Leon!
What
No!
the hell are you talking about? It's just a
Impossible!
coincidence. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Aha!
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto?
I
Evidence
do!
Leon tried to get rid of?
Evidence that Leon tried to get rid of. That would have to be the burnt shirt piece.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by
Thanks
the
for following.
incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
Oh, blood is
And the
pink in
killer
this
didn't
game
notice.
for censoring
If they
reasons.
had, they most
Just
certainly
pretend that
would
it's
have
red.
You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right?
I mean, sure.
And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either.
But
You need the key to get in. And the one with the key was the person on cleaning
I
duty.
mean, well, that is a good point.
The killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right? whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
Trash?
You'd have to get close to the incinerator.
No, you don't!
No, that's wrong.
Jinky Scoob!
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball.
Keyword, it was supposed to be a crystal ball that he spent 100K on. You would have had to throw it.
The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch.
And that
threw the
means
ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life. Someone threw a gap in the gate?
But
remember what you said before, Hifumi?
He has a...
Hifumi had the key.
So the only way
he's
the
talking
incinerator
now.
could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate.
And do you know who'd be able to do that?
Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right?
That's a long way to get a throw.
Need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small.
Unless.
Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
The only way that it would be possible.
Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is
The ultimate baseball star.
Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right?
Leon!
We can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered. And the truth has been revealed.
The truth?
Now here's what happened.
The closing argument, we make a comic of what happens. Let's start at the beginning. So, at the very beginning, our killer, Leon, goes into Sayaka's room. Only, plot twist, Leon is attacked by Sayaka with a knife. And then... No, this one. Barely dodging out of the way, Sayaka goes in for a second blow. Wabam! Countered by the sheath of the sword. And then, in a quick defense, pure fear, we disarm Sayaka of her knife. Having the advantage, Sayaka runs into the bathroom, hiding. This is not looking good for Leon, as he tries to tamper with the lock, opening it. And the next thing we know, wabam! Leon gets in, opens it, guts Sayaka like a fish, and she decides it's time to finger paint. After this, Sayaka takes a nap, as finger painting is obviously hard work. Our friend, Leon, very worried because finger painting and napping is something you shouldn't intrude on, cleans up the room as a kind gift. Realizing that he needs to get rid of any evidence of him disrupting a master at her craft, he says it is time to dispose of my existence. Putting the crystal ball, chucking it into the incinerator, or to unlock the incinerator, and throwing his wadded up and painted on jacket. He finishes this while walking away thinking he got out scot-free. A bit of the pink lemonade has been left over.
The killer is you.
Do you object to anything that's been
Yeah,
said?
Leon.
Do I object?
Come clean, buddy.
Hell yes, I object. Of course I do. I object. I object. I object. I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories. You need evidence. Where's the evidence?
What do you think the past hour's fucking been? It's all been evidence.
It's all bullshit. It's bullshit, and I refuse to acknowledge it.
Okay, I don't remember what is bullet truth battles. Oh yeah, don't I have to just shut down his stupid claims? Yeah, he's gonna bitch and be like, no, I didn't murder, but you very clearly did. All right, for everyone that's ever asked me to play Friday Night Funkin', shut the fuck up. This is what you get. This is your equivalent to Friday Night Funkin'.
Where's your proof? You kidding me?
Yeah.
Not a chance. It wasn't me.
Uh-huh.
Stupid.
Stupid.
You lie.
How am I lying, bro? You see this combo? I'm going to 69.
Shut up.
I'm about to wombo combo Falcon your ass, kid. You don't even know it's coming. They call me Mr. Roboto.
Shut up.
69 combo! I was doing it wrong. You're supposed to do it on the beat. I thought it'd be funny if I just clicked constantly. It'll give me another shot. I'm not worried. No.
Not a chance.
No.
It wasn't me.
Your mom.
Stupid.
Your dad.
You lie.
Jeez.
Where's your proof?
Nuts.
This should prove it.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Almost like he used it.
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
A little
Let
sauce.
me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
But what if I'm clumsy? And Leon has been voted sauce. Insert Among Us joke here. Uh-oh. Looks like you got it right on the money. The Blacken in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kuwata.
Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka? I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
So that's why.
I killed her first. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about it, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because if we came up with was really the truth, then that truth was that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say shit. What do you mean you can't see? She's trying to fucking blame you for murder. Fuck Sayaka. I don't blame Monokuma. Who cares if her friends are dead? Fuck them. She tried to get us killed. Now then, since you magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the Blackened Leon Kuwata will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution?
It's murder time!
Wait a second.
I didn't mean to burp. I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself. In the heat of the moment, it was self-defense. I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him. Shwa! If it weren't for you, this would have never happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting with we shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation. The mastermind.
Please, don't do this.
Hey.
No more begging. No more excuses. You must pay for the penalty of breaking the rules. The society demands it. Batman.
Stop, please.
You wanna know how I got these scars? My father was a very cruel man. And I have a very special punishment for Leon Kuwana, the ultimate baseball star.
No.
Yes, yes, yes. Batman.
Everything we've got. It's punishment time.
For society. He doesn't like society. That's fucked up. Well. He's doing it again. You wouldn't understand what it means to live in a society. I love baseball. Do you guys like baseball? It's baseball time. Yeah. Monokuma is so good at this game, dude. Dude, he took, Leon took a lot of balls in that final moment. He's sleeping. He took a nap, guys. Nap time. What we saw, that was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else can we call it? Extreme! You're trapped, are you? I'm sure that once you learn all the mysterious of the school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll be thinking, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey.
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there, just like before.
Chills, kills.
That's what everyone is waiting for.
Hey.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I've said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later. Mwahaha! Just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned to reality.
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered into my ear. Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before, when the class trial started, you had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool, being such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why. As she lay there dying, She was thinking of you. She was thinking of me. You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure. We can't ask her now.
However,
even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could probably protect you. What?
so
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to finger paint on the wall is kind of cringe. If she didn't care about her art, she would have never drawn it in the first place. Well, maybe she just wanted to make art right at the end.
certainly.
That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway,
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure that she could kill someone or deceive you. That's why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
right.
It's almost we move past the deaths of friends, Sayaka, Leon, and keep moving forward. She's essentially saying that your friends' deaths don't mean shit. Get over it. How'd you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well, I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? Look, it's a callback to Sayaka, because she said that, but then Sayaka got killed. That's writing right there. That's real. They thought this line wasn't corny. They thought that through. Chapter 1! We did it! Can we get some claps in chat? That was chapter 1. Down to 12 people already. To be continued.
Whoa, what a twist and turn. Find out where the crew goes from here on the next episode of Danganronpa Ball Z. For those of you who made it to the end of this movie-length video, I have an editor's question for you. Did you like this long-form style of video for the Danganronpa? The next 2 to 3 Danganronpa videos are already in the works, most likely in a similar style to this one, but for the future I am curious as to what the audience prefers. Thank you for watching and have a great night. Hope to see you around the stream soon.